Hello guys, this is Insubordination, and today I am bringing you another Hunger Games post commentary. So I realize it has been about a month since my last post commentary, but these really are one of my favorite types of videos to record and make, so I wanted to start coming out with more of these. Hopefully in the future I will be coming out with more of these than previously, because I enjoy them and I hope you guys enjoy them as well. So, as you can see in this game, I am actually playing the Werewolf kit, which is an interesting kit. I'll talk more about it later. But first, we have this little fight that happens right after invincibility. You spawned in a desert, so I have about 8 soup, and I'm just fighting this guy who also seems to have soup, and I managed to take him out, even with weakness. And then there's this archer who is trying to pester me, so I decided to just refill a couple soup just in case, and then he combat logs, and I get the kill. So I guess he might have gotten end of stream or something like that. Oops, I don't know. But I got the kill, so that was fine. And then there's this other enchanted blade guy who does not actually have an enchanted blade and actually does not have a blade at all. So I managed to take him out fairly easily. And then I continue to gather my cactus. So the werewolf kit. It's very interesting because in the daytime you're weak. So in the daytime it's a very underpowered kit. But then in the nighttime you get night vision, weakness, strength, and your character has the hitbox of a wolf, which is very helpful in PvP. So overall, I don't really know how I would rate the kit. I would have to play it more and play against it more to see really what it's like. But just after this first game with it, because I did win on my first try with it, it did not seem that bad. But honestly, you really do need to have a certain specific scenario in order to be able to play Werewolf effectively. So in this game, if you noticed, it only started with about 50 players, and so I decided to play Werewolf because I had a feeling that a game with less players is more likely to end during the first night and not go to the feast, which is really where Werewolf shines, is during the first night and in the middle of the game. And furthermore, with Werewolf, you probably want to end up mining because during the day is really when you're going to be weak and you're going to be most susceptible to being killed, so you really just want to hide underground. So if you're the type of player that likes to mine in the beginning and then go hunting afterwards, honestly, Werewolf is not a bad kit. It can really get you pretty far. I mean, at the feast you're probably going to have weakness, which kind of stinks. But again, if it's a low player game and you think you can end it before the feast, I would say go Werewolf all the way. Because it is just so satisfying to be running around with your strength, speed, and night vision, and just owning up everybody who's out there. So at this point, about 9 minutes have passed in this game. I have full iron, and night is almost upon us. So I have decided just to set out and hunt, and I find this little... well, I want to call it a village. No, it's a desert temple. That's what it is. I find this desert temple. There's a madman under there, so I'm trying to decide how to get him. I end up using these blocks to stepstone down a little, and then I just hop in to get this madman. And I do have full iron, we both have soup, but he's a madman and I have weakness, so it's not as mismatched a fight as it could have been, and he actually makes me use quite a few of my soup and my hotbar to kill him. I wasn't quick dropping because I had a feeling he would die very quickly, which was not actually the case, so, you know, it just goes to show you probably shouldn't be cocky in the Hunger Games and not quick drop or refill just because you think you're gonna win. And then listen here. I hear that little wolf sound, I'm not sure what it was, and then I realize, hey look, night has started, I got my night vision and all that. So that's pretty cool. Right when you change into a wolf, you hear that little wolf sound, and then actually for the rest of the game as well. And so I decided to hunt and find this team of 2. The first guy goes down easily, 2-shotted him, and the second guy gets 2-shotted as well. So that right there is Werewolf paying off. I'm using my strength and speed to my advantage to take out these guys. So now there are just 3 players left because, as I said, it was a low starting game. I believe there were 50 players or 51 in the beginning. And there's this tower here who I really don't want to deal with. So I just decided to go hunting for the other player by heading out in a random direction and hoping for the best. I try to kill a skeleton or 2, thinking maybe I could get a bow or something to fight that tower with. But that doesn't end up happening. More on that later, I guess. So I'm just heading off into this jungle. And I think they're asking for teams. They're talking to each other, these 2 guys. Crazy Gamer BR and this other BR. And, you know, one thing leads to another, and they do end up teaming. So that's kind of funny. But I am just trudging through this jungle. No apparent direction. I think a mini feast might have spawned that I was heading towards or something like that. But pretty much when there's a tower where you don't want to fight, your only option is just run in a random direction until your compass switches, or look for a mini feast or something, or if the feast spawns, wait for that. But this was we were pretty early in the game, so the feast hadn't spawned yet. So right about here, yep, there we go. My compass finally switched to Crazy Gamer BR, and now I finally have a purpose in mind, and I am setting off towards him. Still have my strength and speed. I think the night might be half over or so, and here they are, and he has come down from his tower, so it is the final two on a team. They're a little laggy, but I managed to take out one of them with the strength and speed and take the other one out right there. And that is the game with Werewolf. So, as you can see, it's a fun kit. Maybe not necessarily very good, but it's fun. It's fun to be walking around at night with your strength and speed, and it's fun to feel like, ooh, I've got weakness, gotta be careful during the day. So I would recommend it if you're willing to have some fun, willing to mine a little. So yeah, it's a fun kit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of my Hunger Games commentary series, and if you enjoyed, I hope you remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.